everybody was very happy.
What was it, unemployment insurance and things like that? What was it? It was similar to what they have in France, right?
No, it wasn't particularly that. It was more corporate tax. There was a proposal to tax insurance companies more to pay and this kind of thing. There were specific corporate taxes. And he's now been replaced by a guy who has the kind of charisma of a wet noodle. And he's completely Schroeder's man. So now we'll see whether Schroeder has it or not.
But the German economy, meantime, is still showing significant weakness.
It is. The German economy is the worrying thing in Europe right now. It was showing some momentum.
I believe we've just broken 10,000. Let's go to Maria. Maria?
Yes? Thank you very much, Mike. And
there it is.
There's a lot of celebrating down here. The Dow Industrials did just cross that 10,000 mark. And as you may be able to see from the papers being thrown around and the screams, there's a lot of excitement going on. The Dow Industrials, as we speak, 10,000.95 and rising, up 42 points. Strength in pharmaceuticals, strength in technology, strength in oils, strength in a lot of the brokerages today. So it was pretty much excitement as we expected. Specialist of IBM celebrating, and at this point, people are just celebrating the bull market and saying that we're in the best possible world as far as low inflation, low interest rates, rising corporate earnings. You hear the celebrating around me, I am sure. We have just moved below the index, 99.95 at this point, but 10,000 has been touched, and it was certainly a bit of celebrating. Now everybody's pretty much back to business. Mark, back to you.
Okay, for a minute there, I thought we weren't going to make it on our show, but tradition has once again been upheld, and the 1,000 mark, the millennium mark falls while Squawk Box is on the air. Do we need to get a commercial break in now, Matt? No.
No commercials with Dow 10,000.
Oh, we're blowing off the commercials?
Commercial free all day.
Yeah. It's on us, folks. How does the U.S. market at 10,000 look to a European?
Well, it's the U.S. market, the U.S. economy. It looks like a miracle, and it looks like the kind of purchaser of the last resort. Everybody's economies in Europe are sinking, and Asia is sinking. Japan is still flat on its back. You're the only game in town.
Is Europe really sinking? I mean, is that widely believed at this point?
Germany is sinking. France is, the French are, your friends the French are doing much more bobbishly.
I love
quite pleased
the
with
country,
themselves.
I really do. Love Paris. I mean, I've never seen anything.
Britain is having a soft landing, but this 10,000
backtracking again.
And this is dragging the European markets up.
It's nice to fly over their airspace once in a while, but other than
they've got things pointed at you. But it's what's pulling the European markets up as well. The European equity markets are strong on the back of all this stuff.
Okay, now the Germans, what is the problem?
The problem is deflation. I mean, they're moving down a path where prices are now beginning to fall in real terms. The consumers are still buying. Industry is not as competitive as it should be. It's just pretty flat. Now, unemployment is very high.
In this country, deflation is generally considered good for the financial markets, as long as the deflation isn't in financial assets.
Well, it wasn't in the 30s.
Well, that's true. We don't have the same. We don't have the same experience.
Yeah.
With that sort of thing that the Europeans do.
Yeah, I think when one looks at Japan now too and sees what's happening there, they are fighting deflation, and they're doing it by printing money as though there was no tomorrow.
Do you think that's going to work? What is the view from Japan? I mean, you've got